What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Airborne in the house, dropping you guys the latest and greatest cryptocurrency news and updates. Today's January 30th, 2024. And in today's video, we'll be doing a quick crypto market overview, followed by some Bitcoin news and talk, followed by CKB Nervos Network, announcing that they might potentially become a layer 2 solution for Bitcoin. Absolutely nuts. If you guys think that's interesting, stick around and I'll tell you all about it. All right, everyone. Hopefully you're all having a great day today. I'm feeling a lot better. I know I was sick this past week, had a little cough, just some congestion. Other than that, I felt pretty good, but a little bit of congestion left. But my voice is back, and I've been pretty busy the last week or so. But we have some great news from CKB Nervos Network that I'm going to talk about later in the video. I just had to make a video tonight for you guys, so we'll dive all into that. And if you guys want to skip to whatever section of the video, feel free to check the pinned comment down below where I do put timestamps, and also within the video, you can skip to whatever section of the video you guys want to. But yeah, we'll do a quick crypto market overview, some Bitcoin news and talk, and then just CKB Nervos Network. I'm not going to talk about Multiverse X or ICP, although Multiverse X has their big countdown tomorrow. Hopefully, we're going to hear a big announcement from them. Maybe I'll do a video on the news tomorrow. If it's pretty big, hopefully it is. And then ICP, I'll probably do some more videos later this week for you guys. So before we begin, guys, if you don't mind smashing that thumbs up button, consider subscribing. If you aren't, turn on the bell notifications so you get notified as soon as I upload a video. It's the easiest thing you guys can do to help support the channel. All right, so let's jump right into a market overview right now. Let me just refresh it real quick. So market last 24 hours down about 0.21% the last 24 hours. Nothing too crazy. Stayed neutral pretty much. Down about 0.37% for Bitcoin, sitting at 43,030 cents. ETH's up about 1.5%, sitting at 2,347. Solana's neutral. XRP's down about 4.47%, sitting at 51 cents. And Cardano down about 2%, sitting at 51 cents. Top gainers the last 24 hours. We got ArcBlock up about 47.71%, sitting at 41 cents. We got Echelon Prime up about 19.78%, $8.93, and Magic up about 11.03%, and at $1.26. Top losers the last 24 hours. We got Bounce Token down about 12.98%, and at $23.74. Ondu Finance, that's a new one, haven't recognized that one up there, down about 10.04%, at 24 cents, and Media Network down about 9.25%, and at $14.48. Coming up towards the end of the month, it's January 30th, 2024. Holidays we got going on, it's National Croissant Day. It's also National Draw a Dinosaur Day, National Escape Day, National Maxwell Day, National Plan for Vacation Day, Yodel for Your Neighbors Day, that's an interesting one, and School Day of Nonviolence and Peace. Let's take a look at famous birthdays for January 30th. Let's see if it's anyone I've ever heard of. Kid Cudi. Definitely heard of him. It's his birthday. Franklin D. Roosevelt's birthday. Christian Bale, heard of him. And that's about it for your famous birthdays for January 30th. Let's take a look at crypto bubbles for the top 100. Kind of neutral. Sea of a couple big green bubbles here. Hex is up. Tau, what is this? Bit and Sword, I don't know what that is. That's up 10.6%, but kind of neutral for the top 100. Let's take a look at my favorites right now. CKB, Nervos Network, up 22.1%. We'll get to the charts here in a bit, but a lot of volume in the last 24 hours. 73.91 million. Market cap's only 175 million. We're up about 34% on the week and 22.1% on the day. Other than that, pretty much all the rest of my favorites are all in the red the last 24 hours, except for Elron, up about 1.3%, $56.60. 9 cents. All right, Fear and Greed Index, we did just update just a little bit ago. Down 1 point from the previous day. We were at Greed 61 yesterday. Now we are currently at a 60 for Greed. Traditional markets, let's see, S&P, NASDAQ ended red on the day, but Dow Jones ended in the green, up about 133 points. This is saying here, Alphabet shares slide on disappointing Google ad revenue. Smash that like button so we can get that ad revenue up and help spread the word. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to traditional markets, but it seems to be the top news of the day. Was it pre-market? Yeah, pre-market's pretty much the same as how the day ended. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar currency index. We have pretty much been trading sideways. Usually when DXY is down, that's when the traditional markets and crypto markets are up, and vice versa. Not always the case. Kind of looks like we have maybe kind of a symmetrical triangle going on the DXY. Small one playing out potentially. So that's kind of a bullish pattern. So if we see that kind of play out, that's maybe a sign the traditional markets and crypto markets might take a little dump. But just something I just kind of saw right here. Not the greatest symmetrical triangle. I mean, you could even say you got maybe an ascending triangle too. So yeah, two bullish patterns potentially in play. So just keep an eye on that one. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance right now. Bitcoin dominance currently at about a 52.46%. It's been on a nice little uptrend since around the 22nd of January. All right, so let's talk about Bitcoin real quick before we get into CKB Nervos network. So Bitcoin's down about 0.3% last 24 hours, sitting about just over $43,000, $844 billion market cap with about $17 billion of trading volume in the last 24 hours. Had a nice little run up. Let's just take a look. We do have a rising wedge. It's kind of been bouncing around right now, which historically is a bearish pattern. We are far away from the Ichimoku cloud here in the 4-hour chart. So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of broke through this rising wedge and just kind of cooled off a little bit for Bitcoin, at least on the 4-hour chart. Let's see, on the MACD 4-hour time frame, we're just seeing these moving averages cross into that negative or that red on the histogram. So again, would not be surprised if tomorrow we see Bitcoin kind of cool off. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right now, at least on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. On a positive note, though, if we do end the weekly above 44K, it's game on for the bulls, according to Matthew Hyland. So that's going to be on the weekly. If we can, close above that 44K, got a bit to go. I mean, it's totally possible. We're about $1,000 short of that, and if we break down to that 42,000, let's see if we break this. Yeah, we probably will come down to like 42,400. I'm just kind of looking at that next level of support right here. Maybe 42.3-ish, 42,600. So if we break this rising wedge, that's kind of what I'm seeing. But hey, the weekly, if we can get to that 44,000, close above it, again, like Matthew Hyland said, it's on for the bulls. All right, something about the spot Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock and Fidelity now own 107,696 Bitcoin, worth about $4.6 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. Absolutely insane. I think it's only been like 11, 12, or 13 days, something like that the spot Bitcoin ETF's been live. So that's just massive amounts of Bitcoin that just those two companies have accumulated. Another thing, if you guys haven't seen this, but how Bitcoin advertisements started on Google. They banned Bitcoin advertisements in a policy change a bit ago. I don't know exactly when this was, maybe a couple years ago or something like that. But now, how is it going? Now everyone is starting to see all these spot Bitcoin ETF sponsored posts on Google. So, it just takes a slow for everything that's new in technology or an up-and-coming asset class for adoption. Everyone hated it. Everyone didn't believe in it. They wanted to ban it, blah, 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 blah. But now look where things are going. We're slowly starting to adopt Bitcoin and cryptocurrency Web3 here in the future. I think we're definitely going to get to that point somewhat here in the near future, whether that be, this year, next year, 5, 10 years, or eventually get there. All right, so let's jump into the main topic of discussion today. CKB Nervos Network. I'm repping the hat. Haven't done much videos on it. It's just been not much news has been coming out about it, but they have been building throughout this bear market their team, and they had a big announcement today. This is why I believe we saw some nice price action to the upside, why it's up about 22.7% the last 24 hours. It's currently number 253 on the charts. We've seen about $176 million in trading volume in the last 24 hours, or $72 million. Take that back. $176 million market cap with about $72 million in trading volume in the last 24 hours. If you guys go back here just to about a day ago, I'll go back to the 7-day charts, but pretty much just trading sideways, about 2 million, 2.6 million, 1.3 million. So between like $1 to $3 million, it's basically been trading at around the last 3 months or so. But we had a big announcement today. Price moved to the upside. What exactly happened? Just taking a look at the charts real quick. We do have a falling wedge, historically a bullish pattern. That did play out. Nice little run up all the way to about 0.004547. We wicked up to that. Now we're currently at about a 0.004024 of a penny. So again, when price action pumps so much to the upside, obviously you're going to have a nice little cool off down. I mean, far away from the Ichimoku cloud. Definitely going to be overbought as well. So, but hey, I mean, as long as we use, I'm seeing this level right here, the 0.004043 kind of as like a support resistance right now. It's kind of where we're at right here with Nervos Network. So just kind of keep an eye on that one for price action. But what happened today? So CKB Bitcoin, Nervos Network tweeted this out, and then they tagged CKB Cell, which is a blockchain software development company with dedicated focus on the Bitcoin and CKB ecosystem, committed to advancing the Nervos Bitcoin BTCKB initiative. So what exactly does that mean? There was an article which we're going to go over into all the details on exactly what was announced today. So the Nervos Ecosystem Fund Innervation today announced the launch of the BTCKB initiative. It's an incubation of the blockchain software company Cell Studio. The BTCKB initiative aims to tightly connect the Bitcoin and CKB blockchains. Absolutely, this is great news. By harnessing the power of their similarities, proof-of-work consensus, and the UTXO model, CKB can advance the Bitcoin blockchain with powerful new smart contracts capabilities and bring Bitcoin, Taproot, and RGB assets to CKB. Essentially, Bitcoin is going to become a layer 2 for Bitcoin. So it hasn't been completely done yet. It's basically in its first steps right now. So Innervation have taken the first steps in this plan in motion, incubating Cell Studio, the blockchain software company led by Nervos co-founder Cypher Wang. We've seen what consensus brought to the ETH ecosystem, creating essential infrastructure like Infura MetaMask. Cell's mission similar. They want to develop game-changing products that promote the development and prosperity of the Nervos ecosystem. So in November, the Cell team launched, you guys probably are familiar with it if you've been following CKB Nervos Network. They did the Web3 passkey wallet Joy ID. I still haven't messed around with it, but I'm going to definitely do it here probably in the next week or so. They've amassed over 150,000 users due to industry-leading experience, but here's the kicker. The team now looks to build on this success in developing a bridge and UTXO-based DEX to connect Bitcoin and CKB, with plans to create a CKB payment channel network connecting to the Lightning Network. Awesome. They got a lot of ideas ahead of them. The overwhelming interest we are seeing in connecting CKB and Bitcoin is motivating us, and there are many different directions Cell could explore, including layer 3 solutions. You got Nostr integrations, micropayments, or intent-based dApps. And Bitcoin's always served as a technical inspiration for CKB. They're confident in the possibilities they create together that can change the blockchain industry. So again, huge news for CKB and Bitcoin as Nervos Network potentially becomes a layer 2 for Bitcoin. Huge news. So here's Cell Studio. This is their Twitter page. Very small. They only got 413 followers. So go give them a follow. Let's show them some support. Checked out their website real quickly. It's not really a website. It's just kind of this one-page thing right here, kind of highlighting a couple of projects that they've been involved in and basically Cell Studio, what exactly they are, so on and so forth. I'm not going to read the whole thing. All right, so what exactly are these layer 2 solutions that CKB Nervos Network could provide for Bitcoin? So according to dbcryptocooper.bit, he's digging deeper and understanding where CKB is headed. Here are some points to note for a layer 2 solution to Bitcoin. Improving scalability, helping Bitcoin overcome limitations, transaction throughput, block confirmation, and transaction costs. Nervos Network can help accomplish that. Enhanced programmability through implementation of smart contracts, high-level security provided by the Bitcoin network as the base layer remains untouched, and expanded capabilities to Bitcoin, unlocking new utilities on other verticals like payments, DeFi, NFTs, and other market venues. So again, this is very bullish for CKB Nervos Network. And again, my opinion, why the price action rose to the upside. All right, so what other news do we have in the CKB Nervos Network ecosystem? We have the Joy ID wallet just announced a partnership with Okapi, however you pronounce that. They're going to now integrate the Joy ID passkey, offering seamless Web3 wallet experience without barriers. You can now explore decentralized reviews and ratings with trusted, effortless identity verification on this app right here. You can use Joy ID to log in, write a review of the Joy ID passkey wallet now. They have a little kind of like demonstration here. I'm not going to show it. But again, I do intend on signing up for a Joy ID wallet, trying to explore it, and then hopefully putting out some more content around this. And just CKB Nervos Network in general. It is one of my hidden gems, small market cap with a lot of huge potential, especially with the big announcement for today. All right, community-wise, had a couple things also going on today. We had a new Hashing It Out episode with Jordan Mack and Kevin Wang, the co-founder of CKB Nervos Network and this newly launched Kalani Network. And I personally have not done any research on the Kalani Network. I'm going to probably go back and watch the video that they did for Hashing It Out just to kind of introduce myself to it and see what it's all about. But apparently it's the decentralized solver infrastructure. And they have a little bit of white page here, little blog post on it, kind of going over it. But like I said, I'm not going to really go through that whole thing. They did have that episode 16 with Jordan Mack here. Shout out to Jordan Mack if you're watching. What's going on? And Kevin Wang, basically, I think, where they talked about it for about an hour or so. All right, other things going on in the Nervos Network community. We have Nervos Network's going to be hosting a community gathering with these people right here. You can meet them on Discord, and they're also going to be streaming on YouTube. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just make sure you guys are on that. That's going to be happening on January 31st at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last but not least, another awesome community in CKB Nervos Network is Nervos Nation. Go give them a follow. They do a lot of news and updates on there, but they're going to have a nice CKB community space discussing all the latest news, updates, projects, all that type of stuff. Open floor, chance to vibe alongside with other community developers and content creators. I'm going to have my reminder set for that. That's going to be Tuesday, February 6th at 6 p.m. So I'm going to try to hop in on that or at least tune in, probably 6 figs as well. But yeah, that's what we have going on for CKB Nervos Network. I'm not going to be talking about Internet Computer. I have those pulled up. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me. Some huge news out of CKB Nervos Network today. Very bullish on the potential first integration, the first steps that we're seeing towards a layer 2 solution for Bitcoin via CKB Nervos Network. Huge news. And also, hopefully more things to come as we head into the next bull run here over the next year or two. And, like I always said, this is a hidden gem. I love CKB Nervos Network. I just think they need a little bit better marketing, get their word out there. But with this announcement in the Bitcoin community, CKB Nervos Network community, we can all help spread the word. So make sure you guys share this video, smash that thumbs up button, share it if you guys want to. Truly do appreciate all the love and support. Doesn't do my hotkey. I pressed it. I have a little button that automatically pops up, but for some reason it wasn't working. But again, if you guys don't mind doing that, and if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at crypto_airborne or X, whatever you guys want to call it, it's where I do post all my latest and greatest news and updates on all my socials. All right, guys, so that's going to do it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Got a lot coming up. Multiverse X is going to have a big announcement tomorrow. I'll probably do a video on that. And CKB Nervos Network, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to come, updates and stuff like that. And I'll be sure to keep you guys all posted on that. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, day, morning, wherever you are in the beautiful world that we live in. And stay safe out there. Crypto Airborne out.